Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Challenge. Yes, the United Arab Emirates starting point of the 2011 Challenge, counting as round 2 of 7 in the FIA World Cup for cross-country rallies. Technical scrutineering taking place at the now very famous Yas Marina circuit, a few kilometres from Abu Dhabi itself. 56 bikes, 10 quads. Yes, it's a big pack, you could say. Twice double winner of the Desert Challenge in 2009 and 2010, Mark Comer wants to be the first to win it 3 times in a row. There's strong opposition here, but not his main rival, Frenchman Cyril Desprez. Yes, the big favourites will not be here. Yes, but there'll be plenty of others to take him on. So once the boxes have been ticked, the bikes have been weighed, and the riders and drivers themselves had prepped themselves perfectly, it was time for us to move in and have a chat.
We know
Abu Dhabi, it's a short rally, but it's very intense, punchy. Yes, almost 100% right from the start into the dunes, very demanding. It's a very nice rally, and yeah, it can look easy, but it is not. And as always, I'm going to try my best to win yet again, but yeah, I know it's going to be tough. Ruben Faria usually works for Cyril Desprez, who's not present at the Desert Challenge. The Portuguese rider then has the Frenchman's bike for this race. It's the one that finished second in the Dakar. Ruben had bad memories of that, but is here to do well. Goal is to finish the rally. Last time I was here, I got 2 broken vertebrae. Therefore, I'm going to start with a quiet pace, but I'm going to do this, take this rally day by day, trying to finish in the top 5. So modest aims for Ruben. Yeah, it's a little bit more time to learn the 450 perhaps, but the development goes on. Elder Rodrigue was the official Yamaha rider on the last Dakar, where he finished 3rd overall, you may remember, getting ground right at the last when Chaleco Lopez had a nightmare. Main goal for this one is first and foremost to get a good result. Top 3 really is what I'm looking for, because this is the first event of the championship for me, and it's important to take a good start right from the off. One thing is not to be is not particularly being fast on a particular leg, but being regular day by day on this rally. You've got to be consistent. Wise words. David Frétinier, big specialist on the 450s, you may remember. Last September he signed up with BMW though, after spending many years with Yamaha. Well, for me it's been a hard time. I worked a lot with my doctors to allow me to be in physically good shape. Remember, he missed the Dakar, of course, after being badly hurt in training. He said, but everything's back together here. I'm really looking forward to competing again. Furthermore, the bike has full official support from Husqvarna, and yeah, that's perfect for me, because it's the best way that I'm in a good team, and I'm looking forward to having a go at this one. Yeah, I should hopefully be disputing or in there the frame for the cross-country rally championship title. Yeah, I've got to find my good feeling again back on the bike, and if the results are good at the end of this first race, you never know, I could be up there. Frans Verhoeven, teammate of David Frétinier, multiple stage winner on the Dakar, and the Dutchman in official testing with BMW, now Husqvarna. The programme started just after Dakar 2010 and it goes on. Last year we developed the bike under BMW colours, and now the engine came already from Husqvarna, which became recently a sister trademark of BMW. And well, the engine is perfect, as we saw in the last Dakar, but since then we've changed the chassis a little bit, and it's a specific cross-country chassis, so we'll be looking to develop this for the 2012 Dakar next year, and yeah, we'll be doing quite a few things in the meantime. Jacek Jakor is another one. Don't forget Jakub Przygoński as well. They're here. So is Marek Dabrowski, Paul-Anders Olival-Seta as well, the man in green. Yes, big disappointment though is that there's no Chaleco Lopez, unfortunately. He had some customs issues and his bike didn't get here on time. 32 cars are here, however, and Leonid Novitsky is one of them with his BMW X3. German Andy Schultz alongside him. So this is the second stop in the World Cup. First was the Baja Italia, but it's hard for me. Rally rate, you know, the difference between rally rate and Baja, there is one. Real beginning of the season though, for me, is right here. It's not Baja, it's proper raid. The world title, of course, is something that's in our head, but this is a proper desert challenge, and I can't wait to get the start. Hoping for a better start, he says. But these things, well, you can see. Stefan Bellehan's on 9 wins in the Dakar, 6 on a bike, of course, all with Yamaha, 3 with the car, all with Mitsubishi. The Frenchman, world-renowned specialist in desert races, and now he's been given the Mini. Oh yes. How will he get on after 2 years of competition in the BMW X3? What's the difference? Well, I believe that the future of X-Ray team is around the Mini for the next few races, certainly. And it's quite interesting because it's got a lot of potential. It's bigger than the potential, I think, of the X3. And so here, step by step, we're developing the Mini. We've tried to reduce the weight to approach the minimum weight, and some new evolutions as well have come in the next few months. They'll be added as well. So we're going to validate everything over the next races of the season, and you know, it's all part of the push towards the Dakar. In terms of driving, how did you have to adapt your style passing from the X3 to the Mini? Exactly what are the changes that you're going to need? Well, it's a matter of some little adjustments really, because the Mini is a little lighter at the back because the distance between the rear and wheel and the rear end is smaller, and that makes it better in the corners, less oversteering, easier to control, and therefore suspension must be set differently. But honestly, it's not that far from the X3. I don't take part in the whole World Cup, therefore the final results here are not a priority. We're just focused on development. It's progress really we're looking for. Yeah, we'll see how we go though. It's a question of development. Jean-Louis Schlesser. Great to see the old guy back, 62 years of age, still in his buggy, still French of course, living in Africa these days. Yes, 4th place on the Baja Italia, his 2-wheel drive machine. He's out and pushing. Record winner here, of course, 5 victories. He says, nowadays, I've got to be frank that we're not on the same level as the diesel cars. My goal is, of course, to win the 2-wheel drive class and get on the podium. On paper, I shouldn't be better than 4th or 5th considering the top cars, and you know, so we'll be giving it our best shot. Well, everything can always happen. Yeah, of course, everything can happen. Last year, I won in Tunisia and the Faroes, and in this discipline, the experience, well, that can always help, he says. Only 3 trucks are engaged in the Desert Challenge 2011, but all are Kamaz. They're all here for victory, of course. 10 victories on the Desert Challenge in the past, and of course the leader, Vladimir Chegin. Well, only 1 month after announcing that he's going to be stopping his racing career, he's here. Yes, beginning his Abu Dhabi career with Kamaz Racing. He says it's the first time for me in Abu Dhabi, but not for racing. It's a bit strange for me. I begin my new role in the team, and I'm here to train, support the new generation of Kamaz drivers, and to share with us the big experience of cross-country rallying. And for many years with this team, which I know perfectly, of course, full of experience, full of ideas. Of course, 7 times a Dakar winner, don't forget, which is a record. My main goal, though, is to give all my experience to the young drivers and help them progress. And he's got some great young drivers along with him. Eduard Nikolaev is one of them. First team for his protege, the Zarovic. Yes, he won the Desert Challenge as a navigator with the Shagging truck in 2005. Since then, he won the Silkway Rally and finished 3rd in the last Dakar, of course. Well, we came here from the Dakar where the biggest difficulty for me was the dunes, because I was quite a novice in the sand. So I wanted to come here to Abu Dhabi to improve my skills in the dunes and be more confident when it comes round to the next Dakar. Good idea. And what a challenge it is here, 90% dunes. All 5 stages full-on desert dunes, 101 competitors on the starting list. 1 super special, then 5 special stages, totaling 1,571 kilometers of racing.
Yes, I am much happier than last year, especially with the return, I would say, of some of the good teams like the Kamaz, Jean-Louis Schlesser. We have the Mini. It's good quality. You need, I think, the factory, and you need the private teams. You need the number and the quality, so quality and quantity. It is good. We try to change a lot of things to make it more interesting, the Desert Challenge. The bivouac we completely removed from there, which means it's a nicer place, cleaner, so people can enjoy the desert but can enjoy a 5- or 6-star hotel. there. And then the safety, having you as Eurosport is a big add-on also to the media. It's the small things. The route has changed by, I think, 80% also.
The Super Stage, only to define the running order of the first stage proper, if you like. Top drivers really not out to deliver a fantastic performance, as only the top 10 can choose their starting order, and then they'll all do the business. Conditions, well, work them out for yourself. The bikes and the cars were busy. Johan Barreda on a beta, taking it ahead of 2 quads. Luis Henderson won some stages in the Dakar this year. Yes, the Uruguayan second, and the local rider Mohamed Al Shamsi also there. Oliver Valsetta 12th, Verhoeven 34th, Mark Karma 63rd, Faria 66th. But of course, as we said, it's only about starting positions, and they will be going into full battle a little bit later on. Confirmation of the standings then, at least for this super special, and the timing, the clock really does roll good and proper when they get underway tomorrow. Well, for such a short course, the drivers made some big gaps out there. They were having fun on the jumps. Yes, a little bit of a river section as well, pleasing the spectators. It was enough for Stefan Pennerhansel, taking the first scalp, if you like, at the mini steering wheel. 4.7 seconds ahead of teammate Russian Leonid Novitsky, and 4.85 ahead of the Czech Miroslav Zaplatau. Jean-Louis Schlesser and his buggy, 6th best time along the way for the 2-wheel drive machine. And in the truck race, Edward Nikolaev taking the lead, 3 seconds behind his teammate Maldiv and Kavdinov. It's very short route, says Stefan, but technical and twisty. The car worked perfectly, and we're at sea level. The engine gave full potential, and normally we should take pleasure in fun that we're going to have in the next 5 days. Tomorrow will be a route in the dunes, and that's going to be lovely. We're very, very happy. So there's your super special result. Pennerhansel absolutely out of the box with the Mini, looking very, very quick indeed. Don't forget, you can join us each night to find out how the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge 2011 progresses. I'm Carlton Kirby, looking forward to your company over the next week. See you tomorrow.